Hi everyone. I was reading a very interesting book, The One Thing by Gary Keller. It's a very important focused question he is asking us to ask every day, any number of times. The question is this: what is the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? If you really look at it, how a statue is made from a rock. The sculptor knows which part of the rock is required and which part of the rock is not required. Purely by elimination and refining what is essential, the statue is made. Please understand this simple formula. There are many things which we do which are not required. Repeatedly I have been telling, have a not to do list. In as much as we have a to do list, a not to do list even more important. You log your activities for a week or 10 days. Sincerely, honestly, every half an hour, whatever you have done, log it. Frankly, don't show it to anybody. That's why I'm asking you frankly. From the time you get up till you go to bed, every half an hour, log it. Be true to yourself. Then analyze it for a week. You will become sensitive to whatever that you are doing at any point of time. The very process that you have to record what you did will make you very, very conscious. And then this question: what is that one thing you did so that by doing that everything else become easier or unnecessary? There was another golden question I had asked you to ask yourself a couple of episodes earlier. The question was, what is the best possible use of my time right now? The best possible use of my time right now. Now I'm going to project this matrix to you. There are two things: value addition and stimulus. Stimulus is defined something that causes activity, development or interest. That is the definition of stimulus from the dictionary. So something that causes activity, development or interest. Now the last 5 minutes I have been speaking on this. This is an activity. Today I did a program on attitude engineering for a company. 3 hours. Then I was traveling to that factory for about 40 minutes, traveled back. I was very clear that that program that I did, was it value adding or not? Stimulus is all the activities I did towards that program. In the morning, the way I rearranged my slide, I did a research on attitude. I took a list of various attitudes which are functional, which are not functional. So, whatever that I do had to have a value attached. So, high value addition, low value addition. Stimulus, high or low. Now look at the quadrant, the top right corner of the quadrant. High value adding, high stimulus. That is where you have to concentrate. Even if you do only one thing, that's why the earlier question is very, very important. What is that one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will become easier or unnecessary? So that is value adding. Do that more and more. You should have the highest stimulus for doing that. The least important activity, the least important square is low value adding, low stimulus. For example, the smartphone is a good friend or a foe. What is that you are browsing? What is that you are forwarding? Especially among students these days, last 2 years after the corona, they are not mature enough to use a smartphone. But they got addicted to that. Do you look at the first thing in the morning? Do you look at the smartphone last thing till you go to bed in the morning? And what is the content of your gazing? Is it low value adding and low stimulus? These are two extremes. Then you have the quadrant high value adding, low stimulus. Why is low stimulus? It calls for high amount of discipline. It calls for a high amount of habit formation. It calls for a high amount of dedication, commitment. You get addicted to this. High value adding addiction, like smoking addiction, like smartphone addiction. In this choir, high value adding, low stimulus, because you try to operate from a comfort zone. Then the other, low value adding, high stimulus. All of us know the simple example of this, the time that you spend on the television. I can understand if it is functional. Like, for example, there are sports channel, there are geographic channel, there are a lot of education channel. But the serials which do not add value to your life, low value adding but high stimulus because it is interesting. So again we will go into a matrix. Low interesting, high interesting, low useful, high useful. So this matrix is very, very important. Having logged your activities for one full week, find out the percentage of time that you spent on. So having logged your activities for one full week, every half an hour, find out the number of hours that you spent on high value adding activities with highest stimulus, and eliminate low value adding activities with lowest stimulus. That is of your commitment to time. That is the X-ray of your commitment to achieving something in your life. Do this exercise for a week or 10 days, then you will know the difference. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, press the bell button. I'll see you in the next episode.